today is not necessarily the arguments and the content of your speech, but how you word it. So I know we've gone through these speeches before, but I'm going to bring up one of those speeches from one of the lessons we did last week. So I'm just going to pick one at random. We'll go, say, second opposition speaker. Yeah, I'm just terrible at all the blue kit games. I start out winning and then everyone gets point multipliers and they're sitting on like 300,000 and I'm on like 4,000. This is a bad time. Okay. So we're not necessarily worried about the structure of the speech, the arguments, or anything like that. It's specifically the language that we use in the... I decided not to wear it today, Stella. I'm getting a bit... it's starting to warm up a bit over here, so I don't want my head to sweat. Do you have another question? Or are you just asking about my hat? I think you're just asking about my hat. So yeah, as I was saying, we're not worrying about the structure or the content of the speeches. Specifically today, we want to focus on language. So when we I want to show you guys how we can level up our speeches by using the more formal English language. And I'm also going to show you some resources to help. And I'll get you guys to actually have a go at using some more formal English. So the first website I'll show you is called thesaurus.com. And basically do you have playing cards in your hand, Amy? You're going to show us a magic trick later? So what a thesaurus is it's quite similar to a dictionary, but instead of giving you the meaning of the words, it suggests other words that you can use instead. So let's have a look at our speech here.
It gave us synonyms, right?
Very good. It gives you synonyms. See, Andrew is already using more formal English. Instead of me saying it gives you the other similar words, Andrew said it gives you synonyms, words that mean the same thing, but they're different words. Very good. So let's have a look at this first sentence here. So I'm just going to pick a few words out of this paragraph. Okay, so we've got 4 words there. So if we go to the thesaurus here, we can type in esteemed. That So esteemed is already quite a very formal word to use. So we're not looking to change it, but we'll just look at some of the other words that could have been used if the speech were less formal. So we could have said something like loved judges, prized judges, respected, treasured. I definitely wouldn't have said worshipped because that's a little bit over the top. But we can see here that all of these other phrases could be used instead of the word esteemed. So valued, let's have a look for honorable. We want thesaurus. This is deciding to not work very well for me today. Oh, well, but you see what we can do there with by using a thesaurus to more formalize our speech further. So what I would like to spend today doing is I would like to go through. Also, I would like to make a. So yes, that Tom, I've noticed you've corrected my spelling there. You guys are using American English, but if you're using British or Australian English, which obviously I would use being an Australian, words like, well, honor would actually be spelled. Wait, no, honor doesn't even have a U in it, does it? Sorry. Let's take another word though. So there are some differences there. So while you guys would spell color without the U, I would use the U because of the branch of English I speak. Anyway, so I want to take a few basic sentences and I want you guys to try using that, or if you don't have a thesaurus of your own, or you don't have a preferred website, go to thesaurus.com. I'll send you the link. Oh, I just sent that to Katie. I meant to send that to everybody. So www.thesaurus.com. It does have a U in it. I'm going crazy today. Sorry, kids. But yeah, so go to thesaurus.com. Or if you have a preferred one you already use, feel free to use that one instead. But what we're going to do is I'm going to produce a list of sentences and we are going to formalize them. Oh my goodness. I didn't. Oh, yeah. Don't play Postal 2. It's a very violent video game, not suitable for children. I apologize for allowing you to see that. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. And the EA games,
On his screen.
yeah, the icons for them were on my desktop. But yeah, the EA games, that's just like a game server like Steam. I mostly use that to play Command and Conquer because I love real-time strategy games like Command and Conquer. Okay, so Ah, CSGO. I used to play that back in high school. That was always good fun. Headshot, counter-terrorists win. Okay, so I am going to, I'll give you an example of an informal sentence. So in this case, it's, change that to no spacing. But if I was to formalize the sentence, it would be something like, so here, so we say if it's informal, like you were talking to your friends, maybe your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, anyone your age or younger, I suppose, you'd say something like, hey, can you tell me what's up with that? It's quite a slang, informal sentence to use. But if you were talking to maybe your parents, your grandparents, older relatives, your bosses at work, teachers, stuff like that, you might use the more formal, hello, could you please provide me with an update on that situation? So you hear the difference. You're asking the exact same question, but through your choice of words, I suppose you could say it shows a lot more respect rather than just saying, hey, can you tell me what's up with that? That's not something you'd say to, I suppose, someone that you'd show respect to. So what I'm going to do is I will post a list of informal sentences, and I just want you guys to have a go at using the thesaurus, or if you don't need the thesaurus, you don't have to use it. But I want you guys to formalize this list of sentences. And then hopefully once we've had some practice at this, you can take this technique forward and use it on your speeches for the debate next Tuesday. So your first sentence to have a go at . I want to know if I can go to the party. How would you formalize a sentence like that? They do. Oxford and Cambridge universities do have their own thesaurus. Very good. So if you prefer to use that one, you can. The reason that I provided thesaurus.com is because I know that it's a 100% free resource. So make the sentence, I want to know if I can go to the party. Make that a more formal sentence, please. John.
I think I will ask, can I know if I can go to the party, please?
Very good. So, very good, Andrew, as well. I would like to know if I can go to the party. Very good. So, we kind of have, I don't know the official title of this type of language, but we've got informal, which is, I suppose, slang words. Yeah, so that that would be slang words, and you talk it with your friends. There we go. Then we have this middle grade, I suppose, that's neither formal nor informal. So so something like, I would like to know if I can go to the party. It is most certainly more formal than I want to know if I can go to the party, but it's not quite formal. So I'm just trying to think of another good example. So speaking in a debate, you want to be as formal as possible. Imagine that you were going to, I was going to say the Queen of England, but it's the King of England now. Imagine like you were going to go talk to the King of England. You wouldn't say something like, I want to know if I can go to the party, or perhaps not even, I would like to know if I can go to the party. You might probably say something more like, and if I give you an example here, I'll just delete that one. So more formally, I'll provide you with a proper definition for slang words in just a moment, Tom. So a more formal version might be, I would like to inquire about the possibility of attending the party. So if we see here, I want to know, I would like to know, I would like to inquire, I would like to find out about the possibility of attending the party. So we see here the difference. So if I was to, so talk with friends, you might talk very informally. So we see here, very good, Andrew. So they're very informal words and expressions that are more common. So I have no idea about the type of slang words that are used in Vietnam, but you might have heard, if you watch much YouTube, you might have heard words like yeet, or that's on fleek, that's on point, stuff like that. They're slang words. Let me take a selfie. There's another one that I thought of, but I won't say. But yeah, so it's words like that, basically words that people invent to describe something that would take a longer description, I suppose. The King of England is, well, I can't remember his name. I think it's King Charles, but he was married to Queen Elizabeth II before she passed away. And when she passed away, he became the King of England. So yeah, so we see here, just back on topic. Sorry, Katie?
She passed away maybe 1 month ago.
I think it was a little bit longer than that.
A few months ago, actually, or maybe a year.
It's coming up on a year. Yeah, 8th of September. All right. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So yeah, we see here the different levels of, I suppose, formality in language. We've got informal. We've got, again, I really don't know what to call that level in the middle, where it's not quite formal, but it's definitely not informal. Because you can see here, really the only difference between the informal and this middle level is that we've changed I wanna, or we've changed I wanna, which is a slang word. We've changed that to I would like to. So yeah, so although wanna would actually be want to. So I would like to know if I can go to this party. And then we've got the more formal version where we're actually using more and more words to describe, so we can add more detail to the sentence. We're using more words to describe the same question. So I would like to know if I can go to the party. I would like to inquire about the possibility of attending the party. So we see there we're able to add more detail to the sentence by, I suppose, increasing the formality of the language that we use. Yeah, she was the head of the Commonwealth. Okay, so we've got our examples here. I suppose. Jeez, she survived 3 assassination attempts. Okay, so let's move on to our next informal sentence. You gotta be kidding me. What is British? British is, or the other name for England as a country is Great Britain or the United Kingdom. So for people that call England British, for people that call England Great Britain, they would describe the country as British.
No, Britain is the island of Scotland, England, and Wales.
Yes. Oh, that's right. So England is just a single country. Great Britain is England, Ireland, and Wales. Wait, England, Ireland, and Wales, or England, Scotland, and Wales?
England, Scotland, and Wales.
And then when you add Ireland into the mix, you get the entirety of the United Kingdom. Okay, so you got to be kidding me. Formalize that sentence for me, please. So I want you to try to take this sentence beyond the middle stage, and I want you to try and take it into being very formal English. So use the thesaurus. Take your time with this. Don't just rush to give me an answer. I want you to really think about this, and we'll change it up. I want you guys to send me your answers in the chat box, please. So I want you to type them out, and I want you to send them to me in the chat box. Because remember, before we can deliver a debate speech, we need to write it out. So I want you guys to practice writing in formal English as well. And something else that is important to note about very formal English is that when you're looking up words in a thesaurus, it's very, very handy to then also check the definitions of those words in a dictionary. The reason being is that because yes, when you use a thesaurus, you get a great list of words that you could use instead of a less formal word. But each of those words has a slightly different meaning. And that slightly different meaning can change the meaning of the whole sentence that it's included in. So yeah, so take your time with these sentences when you write them out, and sometimes you might need to change the whole structure of the sentence. You might need to change the word order. So yeah, just have a go at it and check the meanings of the formal words just to make sure that you're using those words correctly. Because while they can mean almost the same thing, those small differences can still change the meaning of the sentence. What? Oh no, the website's crashed. Ah, yeah. Columns. What kid? Ah, there we go. So here, for example, I'll give you two different examples that we could use for this sentence. The first one, so let's check out hoodwink. So I might try, I actually like the sound of the word beguile. Where was that one? Beguile. So I might actually try to say something like, this seems beguiling to me. Or perhaps I might even say, this seems incredulous to me. So just to make sure now that we've I've used the word properly. Let's go to the dictionary page. So if someone is incredulous, they are unable to believe something because it is very surprising or shocking. So that word can definitely work. This seems incredulous to me. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe this. And then let's check. Beguiling. I wish to remove the word beguiling from my. So this seems incredulous to me. Okay, so guys, I think I found another one. Go to collinsdictionary.com. There it is. There we go. So I've sent you a link to get to the thesaurus, and then you can also get to the dictionary to check out the meaning of the words. So I'll move on to the next sentence now. I'm going to pass on this opportunity. Yes, Andrew. Andrew, do you have a question?
No, I just raised my hand by accident.
No worries. That's a very interesting way of spelling. Sorry, my keyboard fell on the ground, Stella. XOX, McClicksassin. Okay.
It's the part where it's slashed onto the ground.
At
Press
least
random buttons.
it
And
just
it's
keyboard
not-
mashed when it hit the floor. Okay, so yeah, we're formalizing. I'm going to pass on this opportunity. So let's have a go. Let's see what we can come up with.
He just said, I'm hungry.
I am hungry. You're always hungry, Tom. And it always seems to be in the middle of my classes that you're hungry. Stella's sleepy.
Always hungry.
Teacher, I think that you might say to them that they must eat lunch before joining this meeting because I eat lunch before joining this meeting every day.
You eat lunch at before
So
11
I'm not hungry.
p.m. I think at that time you should still be having breakfast or a mid-morning snack. Oh, you
No,
sick,
I
fella?
eat lunch for both. Both.
Yep.
I eat lunch
Ah.
for breakfast and for lunch.
Do you have a very early breakfast, Katie?
No.
Okay, guys, how are we going with attempting to formalize? I am going to pass on this opportunity. I made this one a little bit more tricky by removing any of the slang. So instead of, yeah, there's no, you gotta be kidding me. I'm going to pass on this opportunity. How would you formalize that sentence? Oh, nice work, John. Are you talking about English skills, or what sort of skills were you teaching last night? Very good, John.
He say that he teach English.
Very good. So I guess, Tom, how would one teach herd mentality? I'm curious to know.
Teacher,
Don't say
George,
that.
Yes,
George
Katie.
teach me. George mom teach me when I was in 4th grade, and now I was in 4th grade. She teach me math in 4th grade.
Oh, very good. Well, I mean, I think now someone else has said
Please,
I'm
please,
not the
don't talk about
trendsetter.
it.
It's
I'm sick
George
of that.
mom.
Very good. It's nice when there's little community things like
Yeah.
that go on. Like you guys are in a class
And-
together here. His mum teaches you maths. Things like that are nice.
Yeah,
There's little
and
relationships.
George and me are neighbor. We live at the same house. And
Oh,
the
cool.
same,
You live next door.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No, not her mentality again.
If you say the word mentality
It's a cool
again, I
word.
think I'm going to go crazy.
No, stop saying that word. Anyway,
And,
who has made an attempt to,
her mentality.
guys, who has made an attempt to formalize this sentence? I'm just going to put up here a list of sentences now before the end of class. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you 6 sentences.
Rio don't like it, teacher.
Pardon?
Rio don't like it.
He really doesn't like it. Kevin, stop it. Correct, Rio. No more. Okay, put it this way. If you don't say it anymore, I won't judge you any harder in the debate. But for every time you now say that word, Kevin, or anyone else in the class, then I'm going to judge you 4% harder in the debate for every time you say that word. Yeah, but Rio's doesn't count because he's asking people to stop saying it. So if you don't say it anymore, Kevin, I'm going to judge you like everybody else. But if you say it one more time, I'm going to count the amount of times you've said it in the class. And for each time, I judge you 4% harder in the debate. All right, so make sure you guys are formalizing these sentences. And then once you've done all 6 of them, send them through to me in the chat box, please.
Teacher, I think Amy is really relaxing. She used cards as a cucumber.
What happened?
I thought that Amy is really relaxing.
Oh, bless. Okay, so these are your 6 sentences here. Formalize them all for me, please. Very good, Andrew, on that second sentence. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is formalize all 6 of the sentences and then send them all in the same word, in the same message, so that I can read them all together rather than having to sift through the chat box to find them all. There we go. Guys, send all 6 sentences in one message so that I can just read all of your sentences at once rather than having to sift through the chat box, please. Very-
Teacher, I don't see the screen.
My screen.
Yeah, I don't see the screen anymore.
Oh, hang on 1 second. I'll restart my screen share. Has that fixed it?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I've seen a few good sentences from Andrew and from Stella. Very good job, guys. Just a note for Stella. It's good how you've added the excuse me. And can you, but for the can you tell me what's up with that? I would definitely avoid using what's up in a formal sentence because that is very much a slang word. So that's definitely part of the sentence that you'd want to change. How about everybody else? Good. Can you please tell me if I can go to the party? Very good. I'm not seeing any sentences from anybody else yet. Are we still working on them? Good. I like the please tell me please tell me, but you would need to change the word kidding to something more formal. So kidding again is quite an informal word to use. Very good, Andrew. It's astonishing. Very nice word. Very good, Stella. The only thing I wouldn't have changed is I would have kept the please in there. Can you please tell me if that I can go to the party? But good job. Please tell me you are joking me. Very good, Stella. Very good. I'm not sure what would occur next. Very good, Andrew. All right, everyone else, just start sending in your sentences, please. We've got about 5 minutes left of class. Good, Tom. Are you fooling me? Very nice. All right, good job, Amy. I like the can you tell me? I would add in the word please there. And I would also change the word kidding because kidding's quite an informal slang word to use. Andrew, I can't read Morse code. Please translate. Ah, just learn how to spell my name in Morse code. Okay, so time's up, guys. I'll finish off with just giving you one final. Oh, very good. Very good, guys. Well done with those sentences that you've sent in. Good job. So the last thing that I'll tell you about, or just remind you about formal English is that it serves two main purposes. Number one, I'll write this in a message. Stella is a mooncake. So the first point is that formal English is an amazing language to maximize detail in your speech and writing. So, I don't think he is, Stella. Very good, John. Very good. Oh, wait. Is Tom being serious, Andrew? Did you just try and sneak a herd mentality past me in Morse code?
What?
Did you just try and sneak a herd mentality past me in Morse code?
No. But really the first word is heard. It's just heard.
Oh, you break my heart, Andrew.
It's just heard, not mentality.
Hang on, I'm gonna. We're all gonna discover this together. Oh, Andrew. Oh, you did it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That
god.
too.
I don't believe
Oh my
it.
God.
How did you do such a thing? So
Oh
bad.
my
Andrew.
gosh. Andrew.
I
Are you
mean,
kidding me right now?
You broke Mr. Michael's heart.
I do have to laugh and applaud because I genuinely believed you when you told me that that said Mr. Michael in Morse code. Oh,
You.
I mean, well played, Andrew, but at the same time, how could you? Oh. Anyway, so as I was explaining, let me get back on track and then we can finish up. So number one, again, we'll go over this point. Formal English is an amazing language to maximize detail in your speech and writing. So yeah, as you noticed in the sentence that we did, the first sentence that we did in the informal, that middle level, and then formal, you'll notice that the level of detail increased as the language got more and more formal. So it's a fantastic way to write and speak if you want to be very, very descriptive and paint a clearer picture as possible. So that's very important for a type of conversation like a debate, because we want to make sure that we're crystal clear about our point and that there's no room for misunderstanding. And number two, it's too late, Andrew. My heart's already broken. So, and the second reason is that, well, the more detailed and the better that you can communicate in any language, the better quality conversations that you can have. So, I mean, I suppose you're probably a little bit young to have experienced anything like this, but you'll notice that, like, if you've ever seen like a crazy person out on the street, it's like yelling and screaming and just going crazy. You'll notice that they don't speak very formally. It's usually going to be a lot of slang words and just a lot of loud noise. But then you see people that speak very formally, and the quality of conversations that they have is always very high. They talk about many interesting ideas. They talk about many interesting topics. So yeah, basically, the second rule would be, I'm going to type it out and then I'll say it.
Okay.
The higher quality of your language, the higher quality of your ideas and conversations. So if you want to have interesting conversations with interesting people, you best be able to speak a very interesting language, or speak the language interestingly, I suppose. So I'll leave you guys to it there. Thank you for your attention and your effort today. With your debate speeches, I want you to try and incorporate some more formal English into your debate speeches. Because as you've noticed with any of the debate videos you've watched and any of the speeches that we've read in class, the ones we did a few lessons ago, you saw how formal the language was and how the ideas can be expressed a lot better using that type of English. Okay, I'm going to leave you to it. Go fancy up your debate speeches. Can't wait to see what Tuesday brings. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. See you next week.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye. See ya.
And I'm sorry
Bye.
for Andrew.
Bye. 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 Teacher. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.